I'd say Eden Hazard's better than Neymar.
Wait, what? Bro, you have to tuck Haaland into bed, be like, good night.
Oh, I hate this.
Ronaldo needed serving. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Goal FanZone and welcome to Agree or Disagree.
Mohamed Salah starts for every team in the world right now. Agree to disagree.
I drop a second.
Mohamed Salah starts for every team in the world right now.
Yamal's really good, so why are you concerned?
Salah starts over Yamal, for sure.
Does he?
Yeah. Okay, let's think of the best teams in the world right now then. So PSG.
Does he start for PSG?
Does he start over Duet? Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
He does. It's up for debate though.
Yeah.
Real Madrid.
Does he start
Rodrigo? Yeah. Barcelona.
Nope.
No. That's where you're done.
So you don't think there?
Guys on the red side, who does he not get in over?
Saka.
What?
I am not dropping Bukayo Saka for Mo Salah.
man. This is rage
I actually hear that.
Why would I drop Saka?
What has Saka got over?
Don't shake his hand. Don't shake his hand.
What does Saka have over Salah?
He was
A winning mentality.
First of all, he was injured for 4 months.
So Salah's more reliable then?
What does that
Well,
mean?
if Saka's more injury prone, then Salah's more reliable.
It's unfortunate. Listen, Saka 23, Salah 23. I think Saka, you got it.
Oh, you're comparing ages.
How old is Mo Salah?
He's 33.
And he's still better than Saka.
23.
Yeah.
He got years. Give him years. He got the keys to the Emirates right
Give
now.
him
What's
years.
that got to do with being better today?
Right
We've
now.
got to stop this
Right now.
Today! I wasn't like 100% sure over here, but debating in my head, I don't think there's a team that would put him on the bench.
But he only does it when he has contract running down. Like, you know what I mean?
He won't start over the best right winger in the world right now. He won't start for Michael Elise.
Oh, what?
Musiala, Elise. He wouldn't start. He wouldn't start.
What are you talking about?
He wouldn't start.
We're talking about the most efficient player, the most efficient attacker in the last 10
He was
years.
the best signing for us.
I think you're lying.
Is there another zone for delusion?
Guys on the agree side, I have for you, Mo Salah has 57 goal contributions in 52 games.
I feel like you should be telling them
Like
that.
I just said, one of the most
None of us
efficient.
moved. We weren't moved by that. None of us moved an inch.
You're not
got
moved
six
by
in there.
57 goal
I
contributions.
actually really want to go over there. Like.
Come on, Lewis.
Come
Join
on.
us.
Mate, he started saying Elise and
Harry Kane is England's greatest ever centre forward.
Greatest ever.
It's between Rooney and Kane, to be fair.
Yeah.
Kane, Rooney.
That's it.
It's easy then.
For England, I mean, you're only comparing two. It's Kane and Rooney in it.
What?
Well, I've got to name
Alan
up.
Shearer.
He's going to say Shearer, of course.
Alan Shearer, when he went, was it Euros '92? I can't remember which one it was. He beat off like the biggest competition we've ever had for the striker position at England. I mean, you had Les Ferdinand, you had Cole, Lineker was still knocking about. You had a young Michael Owen, maybe I can't remember. But like he beat off all these people, and man goes, Shearer's you're my man, got the golden boot at that tournament.
Has Shearer took England to a final?
No, so this is the thing, he's beat off all these people who were arguably above Kane as well in their own right. Who was Kane beat to that position? Funnily enough, it's Ricky Lambert or someone like that. He's actually beaten to...
That's an unfair... He had no one to beat. That's not his fault.
It's not his fault, but
It's
also
not his fault he was the best English striker.
he's standing out in an
It just
era
happens.
of... He's standing out in an era of terrible English strikers.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. But what I would then say is the players as well. If you go back to that sort of era, would you not agree that them players back then, like as a whole, like the whole squad, were better than what we have now?
It's tight. It's tighter these
I'd
days.
like to
but
say, disagree side, how is Harry Kane not England's best ever striker when he's 18 goals clear?
Friendlies are ridiculous these days for England. How many goals has he scored against San Marino and stuff? You know what I mean? It's like it's silly.
But I watched Wayne Rooney, and Wayne Rooney is the eye test. Wayne Rooney is absolutely clear of Harry Kane.
But we're talking about England. Rooney stunk it up when he was playing for England.
It's not Rooney's fault.
But it's not his fault, but he was a player that played.
Let's be real, no, Bukayo Saka was carrying that. Bukayo Saka was carrying that England.
Cheers, gents on the red side. That's enough from you lot. Nathan!
Harry Kane. The goals he scores. He's a goal scorer, but he's not just a goal scorer, is he? He creates. He does everything. He can do anything and everything. And if we're putting that in that bracket, he is the best.
Harry Kane does it in terrible teams. Like, not just Tottenham, we had a terrible team behind him, but England as well did not have the players that Shearer was playing with. And he still does it, and he does it better, and he does it more consistently.
And he misses
And I'm gonna
pens.
add on top of that as well.
Yeah, he misses out, and then he
Oh,
scores.
I'm gonna put on top of that longevity, because obviously he was balling out through, like when he was a youngster, going through the years, but now he's still competing, getting golden boots against the likes of the young players like Kylian Mbappe and stuff.
If Rooney was in this team now in Kane's position with this like Tuchel setup, I think he'd be scoring way more goals, hat-tricks, pretty much.
Why didn't he when he played for England then?
That's what I mean. It's
And
different
he had better
eras.
players giving him service
It's
as
different
well.
eras. Like it's different times, different eras.
Think about the way Rooney came onto the scene. He was 18 and led England.
Led England to what?
He didn't lead them to anything, but he was the main man. Have you ever seen any 18-year-olds be the main man for a country? It's like Lamine Yamal now.
Do we know
So
the
you think
goals to game
longevity-
ratio?
Harry Kane's 18 goals clear of Rooney with 15 fewer appearances.
Hey, brother, he's also won the Golden Boot. He's also won the Golden
You
Boot.
tell me Harry Kane's better than Wayne Rooney?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, for England, yes.
Sure.
Yeah. The key word is for England.
For England.
Hey, by the way, the key word is for
England.
England. No, it's we're half asleep. Now my eyes are open. We're on this side.
Yeah.
If it was for Southgate- This is crazy.
Erling Haaland is overrated.
That's really
Yes.
We're going over here. Hey, we're going
Oh, this is easy, man.
You're
Nah,
even thinking about being in
I'm
there?
okay, bro.
No,
I'm okay. We're over here.
This is a no-brainer.
It is a tough one.
Absolute
No, very
no-brainer.
I can see both sides.
All right, gentlemen, the floor is yours.
He's a slightly better Lambert.
He's a slightly better Ricky Lambert.
Yes. Yes, he can hold the ball up decent. Yes, he can finish. You're playing for Man City. I'd expect you to be able to put a sitter in the net. Other than that, what is this guy doing half the game? He's flown around, gets a little tap in, and then he's going around with his hair down as if he's like saved the day.
By every fan, he's rated as a good goal scorer. I don't think anyone else actually rates him a great dribbler or a great passer or anything like that. They rate him as a good striker, a good finisher. Whereas if you're talking about overall as a player, if people think he's like an Mbappe or something, then yeah, I'd say he's overrated. But I don't think anyone sees him like that. I think they all see him as a tapping merchant, which he's amazing at.
Do you think he's the best striker in the world? Do you think he's the
Yes,
best?
by far.
So you're overrating him.
How? No,
He's much better. Harry Kane's better. I'd probably put Lewandowski better than him as well.
we're talking about a man that moved to the Premier League and smashed the Golden Boot record. He almost smashed Alan Shearer. I think he did smash Alan Shearer, and he had way more games.
Listen, let's be real though. Let's be real.
I didn't see that.
All the goals Haaland scored, we were not moved by any of them. Apart from the
Wait, do you guys like Ronaldo? Yeah? Do you like Ronaldo?
I can't stand him.
Yeah, Ronaldo does the same thing.
Nah,
His
don't do that, don't do
positioning
that,
is
don't do
so
that,
elite
don't
that
do that,
people
don't
call him a tapping merchant.
I promise you, right? You take a prime Ricky Lambert, you put him in that Man City team, he scores. He's within 5 goals of Haaland. A prime Ricky Lambert in that Man City team, he gets within 5 goals of
Is
Haaland.
Gabriel Jesus better than Ricky Lambert? Tell me that.
Yes, as a player.
Yeah, so why didn't he do it?
Yeah, why can he do
He won the
that?
Premier League when he was there.
Because I answer this perfectly, right? So Haaland is a better finisher than Gabriel Jesus, but he brings so much more to the game as a whole. So he's a better striker because he's not just coming in for a nice bit of clinical finishing. He's bringing more into it. But
What do you think Man City would rather have,
not
Gabriel Jesus or Haaland?
off this last season?
Don't think about it, you know who they're going to have.
Here's what I'm saying. Great strikers in the past, like Rooney and Drogba, have been able to carry their teams when they've been down a little bit. Man City have been down this year, and Haaland just doesn't really seem like the kind of guy that will carry up.
I don't think many people think that's what he's there for.
Haaland
Answer my question. Why can't he carry?
Because he needs service. That's it. That's
Who's
literally
the greatest player ever that's needed service, and we're all still like, yeah.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Wait, what?
What you just said? Ronaldo needed service.
He needs service. Yeah, I'm not talking about United Ronaldo or the first year Madrid Ronaldo. I'm talking about when he changed to purely a striker, and then he was literally running in behind, getting on those headers. Toni Kroos pinging it to him. Modric. Like if he didn't have Modric, Toni Kroos, he wouldn't have
That's so
scored
different.
many
You're
goals.
talking about a person who's lost his physical attributes and has to adapt his game like that. It's not because he's in his prime youth like Haaland and is playing like that. You're talking about a player who used to do everything and now he's getting into his older years and can't do it. If Haaland can't score goals and play well because Foden's having an off game, because your winger's having an off game, he's not a good player.
He can't create his own chances.
know.
Like when you need Haaland the most,
But
he's not there.
when did we decide that strikers
But
have
let's
to
be
be
real.
able to
Thank
do
you.
it?
He can't. Haaland cannot create his own chances.
He's genuinely a chihuahua. You have to take it on walks, you have to feed it all the time.
How do you explain?
Bro, you have to tuck Haaland into bed, be like, good night, bro. Come on, man.
Listen.
Come on, this side, man.
Is Haaland the better striker than Harry Kane?
Don't lie just to keep him as
Hey,
well.
he's on his way.
He's lying just to keep him.
Come
You
on,
said he's the
man.
best striker.
Harry Kane's better.
before.
Harry Kane's
You
better.
can't lie.
Harry Kane's more complete, but Haaland's better.
Come on.
There we go! Welcome in, man, bro.
I'm by myself.
England will win a men's World Cup or Euros in the next 15 years. Oh, dearie me. Dearie me.
Split.
No chance.
4 versus 3.
Yeah.
Oh, why?
So, where's the evidence?
What do you mean? Where's the evidence? Wait, evidence.
Final.
That's 2 finals and a semi-final.
Yeah, but we're nowhere close.
I don't know why you guys have no sort of clue why we're going to win. Literally, if we've been playing this sort of system, Tuchel's coming in playing 3 at the back the same way, we've got an abundance of players now, and you're just nullifying that.
My whole entire history, we've always had so many good players.
Never the
But just
manager.
they never
Do you not
connect.
have any sort of faith in your
No.
in your
But
company?
There's always a bit of faith.
Let's ask them this.
but-
The World Cup, is England, where do you think England are going to finish in the World Cup that comes next year?
I think
There's
England-
better
I think
countries.
England will
France
win.
is better, Spain is better, Argentina
We
is
got
better.
we got 15 years. That was the question. In the next 15
Yeah.
years.
Wow, which nations are better right now than England?
Spain,
Yeah.
Portugal's better, Argentina's better.
Portugal
Every
is still
team-
playing Ronaldo. It's like
Won the
50.
By the way, Spain is a team that's going to last
Spit it,
15
don't
years, by the way.
Exactly.
Lamine Yamal, Nico Williams, that team's going to last many years, and they beat them.
Now, we've had Southgate as manager all this time. Now we've actually got a serial winner. And one about international level, it's a different club. Yes, it is different because international's easy. You've seen Southgate get us to finals. Southgate.
So if it's easy, why have we not won anything?
Because we've had Southgate!
The last time when we had Paul Scholes, Gerrard, Lampard, we had David Beckham,
And Rooney.
Rooney. Why did we not win anything
Look at the
then?
managers back then. Ericsson, like Roy Hodgson, with all them players. Roy Hodgson was our manager, and we had Gerrard, Lampard.
I think we became more sensible now, where we're not trying to squeeze everyone in, and Tuchel's changing that. So we used to squeeze Foden in, but it wasn't working. We have to sacrifice either Foden or Bellingham. Not everyone could start, and I think you've seen that with Tuchel, where I know you're gonna laugh. He's bringing in players like Dan Burn, who aren't just names, but he's going to start people off merit. I'm going to have a strong bench who we can actually use rather than cramming everyone into the same team.
Nathan, do you not think Thomas Tuchel's world class or good?
I think he's a very good manager.
Do you believe in him for England?
I don't believe England will win a trophy in the next 15 years
you
based
believe-
off evidence that I've seen.
But the evidence you've seen is 2 finals and a semi-final. How is that not?
Okay,
good?
We're there.
Oh, we're there. We're
We
the
haven't won
edge.
anything.
Listen,
How about forget what you've seen? I'm just purely looking forward. In
Okay.
the next 5 years, Tommy Tuchel's reign.
There's the evidence on club form that he can get clubs over the line. I hope he does, but
It's not really about Tuchel because he is a great manager. We all know he's world class. I feel like we missed the window of opportunity. The national teams were a bit, you know what I mean? They were a bit like in that period where we were hitting semi-finals, finals. But then now the teams have gone so much better. We have Spain with all these youngsters. Literally, they're like 17, 16.
what about the English youngsters?
Yeah, you got the
Name
English.
the English players that are going to come through and help England win.
You're acting like we've got a bunch of 30-years out there. We've got Declan Rice, we've got Foden, we've got Bellingham, we've got Saka, we've got Cole Palmer. Arguably, we have better youngsters than Spain.
All right, gentlemen. Okay, I like that. Would anybody like to join the other side?
Come on, boys.
Nathan, I know you're thinking
I know
about
what
that.
you're
I know you're
do you know what? After that
was
last
better than
statement, it was entering my mind. But after that last statement, I'm not too sure now.
We're going to leave that one open-ended and let the comments decide. Cole Palmer would have been your out. Okay, everybody back in the middle. Jurgen Klopp's achievements with Liverpool are more impressive than Pep's with Man City.
That way.
What are you doing?
I don't have to say, Jurgen Klopp, he's won Premier League, FA Cup, Carabao Cup, Club World Cup,
Pep's done that.
Champions League. Yeah, he's won everything, but the budget. We ain't spent nearly half as much of what you spent over there. Literally.
And you've not won
We've
half
done
as
it.
much.
Well, we've won exactly the same trophies.
Yeah, but
You don't yeah.
4 in a row.
4 in a row.
Centurion.
Yeah, and how much did you spend?
do you know what? You just need to stop reading all these articles and just look at the facts. They haven't spent that much recently. You have actually spent more. So in the initial, there was a mass investment, but then they've actually navigated with a good net spend of selling the assets that they have and then spending with those. So the net spend is actually quite low.
I've got some stats and arguments. First of all, Pep in this time 18 trophies. Klopp in this time 8 trophies.
Oh, I better go over there. Actually, lads.
Nah, but let's be real.
The actual point. Man City have spent double in that time.
There you go.
Shot.
How about where they started when they first came in? Pep inherits title team.
Yeah.
Klopp inherits, wait for it, Ricky Lambert.
Yes.
Balotelli and Farini.
Hey, let's be real though. Hey, Klopp had to rebuild that
He
squad
rebuilt
from
everything.
He took that team from hell to win the Premier League. Guys,
you had
By the way, Pep goes to teams with money. All he hears is, here comes the money, and he goes there buying players.
You lot won the league.
You know why I hate that argument?
Bro.
Messi's the best player in the world, right? Is he going to play for Everton because some guy on Twitter says, oh, he can't do it, Everton?
See what
Lads, does anybody want to switch sides?
Absolutely not.
Does the Ballon d'Or do a good job of naming the world's best player?
No.
I saw Rodri.
No.
Yeah, lads, yeah! He's what I'm talking about!
No. So they make mistakes, but overall, I feel like they're right more than not right. Despite the way they get to the decision, might be a bit weird.
I see what you're saying, but I feel like nowadays it's just who's won the Champions League.
Yeah.
First of all, the Ballon d'Or winner is the winner of the Champions League as well, so it's going to be someone out of that team. Then who's been the best player in that team? Not actually who has been the best player in Europe.
The Champions League's the best trophy in Europe.
Yeah.
So why shouldn't the best player play for that team?
I think it's
if
just
they
the
win?
way we see it. Like everyone was saying, "Oh, Salah's going to win the Ballon d'Or. He's having a Ballon d'Or season." He probably is in normal seasons and stuff. But as soon as we got knocked out of the Champions League, it's like, yeah, Salah's not getting the Ballon d'Or now.
Do you think it's pointless if the Ballon d'Or just goes to the person with the trophies?
Yeah.
I think it does though.
It is.
You guys on that side, I'd say none of the recent Ballon d'Or winners are really that controversial.
I saw Rodri win it. That was enough for me.
Yeah?
I saw Rodri, I saw Henry didn't win it, Nedved won it. I said, yeah, man, that's enough for me.
Who do you think should have won that?
Give it to Vinny.
Vinny?
Yeah.
The guy who has 6 GA less than Rodri as an attacker.
That's not to me. The reason why they didn't go, bro, I wanted Vinny to win it. I saw Rodri, I said, hold up, Rodri?
I mean, that's a terrible argument. You should come over that. It's like Rodri is. It does make you feel like the game's gone a bit when someone in Rodri's position's winning it, but he just was the best player in the world.
Well, yeah, they're normally right, but I can see it happening now, especially now Messi and Ronaldo are gone. There's not going to be like 2 players winning this forever. I don't think.
Yeah.
I think it'll be a lot more varied.
It's more exciting,
now.
right?
Yeah, it is. But I think they're just going to choose the wrong player based off who's won the Champions League.
Who do you think is going to win it? Because I feel like you think someone's going to win it.
I think Ousmane Dembele is going to win it.
And do you disagree with that?
I would say there's a lot more competition, and I think the fact that everyone's so certain already that Ousmane Dembele is going to win it is the reason why.
That's a big question, though.
If he won it, would you be fuming?
No.
So you should be over here then.
But I'm not saying over one Ballon d'Or winner. I'm saying the whole process of what they do. I think is wrong.
Who do you think should win this year?
Nuno Mendes.
Ousmane Dembele. But at the same, but still, I think if Ousmane Dembele didn't win it and say who Inter won it, I genuinely believe they would pick a Ballon d'Or winner from Inter.
They wouldn't.
That's a good inside. Virgil van Dizzy should have won it in 2019. Lewa should have won it. Why
You saying giving it to Virgil van Dijk?
They cancelled the whole tournament.
No, he's not getting one.
After that season,
He's never getting one.
he didn't
No
get it
defender should ever get one.
because he's a centre back.
Yeah, it's an easy position to play in. Full
Easy
stop.
position.
No, it is. No.
No,
This is the thing. He is the best centre back in the world, but it's the easiest position. Full stop.
Yeah.
So a centre back, a full back, a keeper should never win the Ballon d'Or ever.
I like your point there, Lou, but they have. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We have had defenders win the Ballon d'Or.
have to be extraordinary.
So you never hear that. I can't fucking even remember it. Like, I'm a Newcastle fan. I don't really follow the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah, Van Dijk should have won it that year, but he didn't because we got your other boys there, ain't you?
No, but I think if Nuno Mendes won the Ballon d'Or, would you guys be on this side?
Yeah.
But why? Nuno Mendes won everything as well, like Dembele did. He was
but
he's got a goal in the Nation
Probably the
League
best
final.
centre back in the world.
First of all, Nation League final is a Mickey
But he didn't win it.
Nuno Mendes.
The best players consistently, now I think about it, has always won it. Like, always won it. Dembele will probably win it this year. He deserves it. It's not always just trophies.
Neymar is overrated.
Hell no.
Leave me on my own, I'll be fine. Trust me, I'm not moving over.
6 versus 1. Satch, you good, my boy.
100%. You look at PSG now, I mean, Mbappe is a big factor of why they're doing better. No, less individualistic players in the team. Neymar, Messi, Mbappe at PSG, I looked at Neymar a lot. He was not getting back, not tracking back, not picking up the ball. He's just not not doing enough. It's a big reason they didn't win the Champions League for many years. It's Neymar.
Neymar.
Yeah, big reason.
Leave Neymar out of this, bro. Neymar is
Yeah, the reason PSG didn't win the Champions League was Neymar didn't track back.
Why is Neymar not overrated?
Because it's the third best player of our generation. We have never seen a player like Neymar Jr.
Third best player of your generation?
Yes, and if he stayed at Barcelona, he would have 3 Ballon d'Ors by now.
Who's better than him, Satch?
Do you know, as an overall player, in terms of the teams he was playing in, I'd say Eden Hazard was better than Neymar. Personally, I'd say Eden Hazard was better than Neymar. Look at the team. Look at the team.
Hey, we might end around now.
Nah, listen, hear me out. The team Neymar came into at Barcelona, Suarez, Messi, Busquets, Xavi, Iniesta, that's an elite title-winning team. Hazard came into a team where players like Matic, players are not on that level.
I can't believe you just said Hazard over Neymar.
Yeah.
Like, that's still
Comfortably. First of all, as a goal scorer, I think Hazard's better as a goal scorer, better finisher, better as an overall impact player in the box. I think Neymar one-on-one is probably one of the best players of our generation. Apart from his 1v1 dribbling, I don't know.
Yeah, he's got nothing else to be fair.
Give us somebody else apart from Hazard to get us to go to that side. Hazard's not going to get us to move.
Do you think Neymar's
head.
top 5 wingers in our generation?
I say 6th. I say 6th.
Okay, right.
Off the top of my head, I'd probably say I look at how they play in worse teams. No, listen, I would put Bale ahead of him in terms of the team he was playing in. Gareth Bale, first of all.
Alright.
Top of my head, I can't think off the top of my head.
Where's the other 4?
There's another one.
Obviously, Hazard and Bale, first of all.
Hazard, cool. Where's the other 3?
We said it.
Oh, good man. My spirit's still over there.
You got the lead in over there.
But he just said something that hooked me a little bit.
I like that.